You know, if anyone ever told you that spirituality is not supposed to be fun, let that go. Life is serious. Spirituality is fun. Celebrating who created you with joy is fun. Hello, make a joyful noise, yes, to the Lord, right? And serve with gladness. Just saying. All right. I know, I must have whatever that was Reverend Richard took. I don't know. Something in the water, apparently. At 33, this came to me very clearly. This is the greatest moment that you and I have ever lived. We have never been better or greater or more alive than we are right now. You see, as long as we believe there's a better yesterday, or tomorrow holds for us some guarantee, we're missing out on the greatest moment that we'll ever have, and that's right now. Right? Right now is where we have the power to change our minds, to make a new decision, goodness, to have a new thought, since that's our theology, right? To let go of something that doesn't serve us anymore because we are empowered individuals. So when we say the greatest moment we've ever lived is now, and your mind starts already going and getting busy and pulling data down to convince you as to why it isn't, you see, I would like to address that today. Even the best day of our lives, the argumentative, the critic, that mind goes busy, 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 busy of how could that be true and how could it be real. So let's talk about the power of now based on the work that we do from a soul perspective. Yes? So that being said, let's look at 2 Peter 3:8. And that scripture says, here's one thing you really, really, really need to know. I added the two reallys, but it sounded better. You really, really, really need to know is that to the Lord, to God, a day is 1,000 years. And 1,000 years are a day. So what appears in your life to be a delay is not a denial. It's simply the timing is coming through in your life. When the now that you are ready for it to come, it will be there, you see. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that what lies behind you and what lies before you are tiny matters compared to what lies within you. And that's where the work is the most important, is what lies within you, this core of knowing who created you, this core of knowing no matter what, you are likened to that grounded tree. It doesn't matter how big the storm is. My roots are bigger. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you come from this place inwardly of what you know, that you've always known, that you brought with you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, so you can stand and go, we're going to see how this baby shakes out. Because I am going to remain standing strong. Say it with me. I am going to remain standing strong. Yes, absolutely. And the other part about being in the now is to rid yourself of any conversation that something is missing in your life. Well, when this happens over here, well, then I'll be more like me over here. No, you're not. When this happens over here, you're going to be over there, but you're going to be saying, oh, and that happens over here. Are you with me? Because it's the here I am now, and I have everything equipped in infinity. I am backed by a creator that put people on the moon. I think I got this. Do you understand that space of that energetic space? And so when you think about GPS, God personalized system, and you think about putting your address of where you want to go in your car, and you put it in Waze or Google Maps or whatever new super duper download you have, and you put it in there. If you follow the directions that are given to you, you know what's going to happen? You're going to arrive where you want to. But many have authority issues, trust issues, been let down before issues, and so they're driving the car with the address in it, and they're second-guessing the satellite because they are not able to surrender to the almighty satellite that can see more than they can and know more than no can. And you go around going, this can't be right. This can't be right. And I love being in the car with people like that because I say, have you ever been here before? No, but I don't know. It just can't be right. I'm like, let me out. Let me take an Uber, okay? Oh, my God. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, there's this subtle message in here. And the other is that you can enter the address and you do take a wrong turn and maybe even intentionally 2 or 3 times. You are still going to arrive at your destination eventually, right? Many of us may have gone on to something else, but you'll get there. You will arrive there. It will just take you longer. Yes, and I can attest to that, but that's another talk. You get it. That's the idea of the space. I've read on several different programs a letter where this particular girl, she's in college and she writes her parents. Well, her parents were so ecstatic because, well, who writes a letter anymore, period? But here they had a letter from her and they sit down, they're all giddy. And she goes, hi, Mom and Dad, how are you? Well, I haven't written that much because my stationery was destroyed when we had a fire and our dormitory was burned down. But it worked out because I met a guy, and I moved in with him, and we're okay with that. And then we fell in love, actually, and we've decided to go on and get married. Oh, and by the way, you're going to be grandparents. So, Mom and Dad, okay, here's the thing. The dorm didn't burn down. I'm not living with a man. I'm not getting married, and I'm not pregnant, but I did make a D in history. But see, we laugh about these things and we find them fascinating, but the truth of the matter is that's how our mind can work. That's how our mind can work. All these different thoughts, all these projected possibilities, all this energy of what could be, what isn't, what used to be, what Grandma said, what our parents still said after 30, no fair, just whatever. We're just going. And we bring it in to realize how far out we are. You know, you don't belong to your thoughts. You are here to be a master over your thought domain, you see. So all the thoughts, people go, oh, I can't rid myself of these thoughts. Well, the more you fight it, the more they multiply, right? You're telling me, yeah, they multiply. So you're not resisting, you're just aware, okay, these are thoughts and they're coming through who knows from where, and I'm going to handpick the ones I want to hold onto and bring into my heart. It says clearly, doesn't it? A man is what he thinketh in his heart. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a woman thinketh in her heart, so is she. So the meaning of the energy, when we bring it into our heart, then we're talking. Because the heart continues to attract over and over and over again the main thoughts that we are entertaining. Are you with me? The heart attracts about 50,000 times more than just an affirmative thought. Because it is your magnifying, it is your Superman, it is your Superwoman power, you see. And so when you continue to put things you don't want with your heart, with your emotions, cause and effect, it's repeating over and over and over again. Okay? The heart attracts, the mind subtracts. Okay? $5 over here, 10 over there. The heart attracts, the mind subtracts. from the essence of the possibilities of you, the magnificent you. Now, another thing, in my own opinion and with my own inner work, is to talk about and really understand the now. This is now right here. It's right here in front of us, okay? But when you are in a space in your life and you start bringing up and dealing with something that happened 15 years ago, that is the now. That is 15 years ago, that is coming and revealing itself to you again right here and the now, so the new you 15 years later can see and identify with what that looked like, so you can have a growth spurt. But what happens is people go, oh no, I'm in CSL and Unity and I own and I have to be in the now. I can't let this in. No, you can't come in. No, I've been there. I did that. I paid for therapy. I can't. Why is this happening to me again? I don't know. Oh, gosh. And this space is judgment, criticizing, lessening, negating, not dealing with grief. And it is blocking a powerful, energetic presence within you. Can you see that? So you won't ever go back there. You won't repeat that again, but it's going to give you a sense of new enlightenment. And when you were doing the work 15 years ago, you weren't ready for it. And it shows up in your now because now you're ready. And so you bless it, you breathe it in, you thank it for its visit, and thank you for that awareness, and you holy move on, okay? That's how that works, and it's very important to understand that. The other thing, when you're talking about the now, and BB will tell you, this is one of my favorites, and it has altered my life, and it's about energy. And I have spoken about it a few times. I'm just letting you know, some of you have been with me all those years. I remember I've talked about this before. Okay. It's about energy. Energy is infinite. Energy, you can't outlive it nor outgive it. It's everywhere present. Yesterday ended last night. Your today, your now is right now. It's not about how much sleep you had, didn't have, your soap opera, what kept you up, all your stuff. It's not about that. It's about right now, I am claiming a space of an energetic presence brought by infinity, and I have more energy than you could possibly imagine downloading through my being. You understand that? And so the reason is, it's not because necessarily some kind of supplement or some kind of maintenance package or some kind of physical thing, though those things help. It's a belief system that says, right here and right now, I have more energy. Give me the house, because here we are. It's a belief system, you see. And we are programmed to think that of ourselves, we are not able to produce a phenomenal energy presence. And we can. And it's natural. And we change our beliefs. So we'll have that. You have no idea how many Sundays I've stood up here in front of you and been on fire and haven't had any sleep. That means the dogs didn't either. So come on back. Don't make up any stories. Okay. Energy. Watch nature, right? In 2003, when I spoke here, it was my first talk. Change your energy and your life will change. You can work on changing your mind all day long. That's admirable. It's good. But ultimately, if you want the life you're designed to, your energy needs to change. And I gave the example of you never walk on St. Pete Beach and you see birds just barely getting by. They're so tired. Oh, my God. It's so hard being a bird. You don't know. Can't get any mercy around here. Dysfunctional bird family, you know. No, they greet the day ready. Greet the day ready. Here I am, Lord. Here I am, law. Bring it on. And then you bring it into your being, you see. And you aren't on energy rations. Nobody gives you on Sunday your 42 coins that you have to handpick where you use them. Okay? It's not the way that a belief system of energy works. The more you give, the more you have. It's you, your belief system, that has you limited. It's not energy itself. It's like electricity just works. It doesn't just stop because you keep flipping up and down and up and down. It doesn't say you only get 3 turns. Does it? Energy is the same way. You just need to believe me, okay? Because this is the way it works. It's not energy. It's your belief about your own limitations that is eliminating the soaring of who you are, freeing you from addiction, freeing you from many conditions that it will. And the other thing is, if it's Sunday, please don't decide how tired you're going to be by Thursday. Do you get me? Wait till Thursday. You might be surprised. So don't go there. That's not how it works. Brand new day, brand new moment. Is this interesting to you? Okay. It's very important. It's very necessary to grasp this, because the more you live, the more energy you have. If you haven't noticed from some of us that now get discounts at the movie theaters, I'm still recovering from that, but that's another talk. It's important. The other thing about how to fully live in the now is to understand the power of detachment rather than attachment. Detachment is your inner power. Attachment zaps your energy. Attachment is keeping a hold force on everything and everyone moving on to where they're supposed to be. And so we learn to let go, let God. Say that with me. Let go, let God. When we are attached to telling people how to live, giving answers, those kind of things, not getting current with this is, Buddha said, whatever is best. It's best, right? So I'll share with you a story that a few years ago I was working with a recruitment firm. And there was this woman there that had asked me, notice I said asked me, to coach her. And I was working with her, and she told me, she said, my favorite 3 words are faith, hope, and love. And she said, that's what really keeps me going. Well, when she said that, the moment she said that, I thought of this beautiful pewter 3-pin set that I had in red velvet that I had been keeping for a special occasion at my house that a friend had given to me. And the moment she told me this, my angels or someone said, you need to give her that pewter pin set. And I went, give her my pin set? Are you got to be kidding me. I mean, it's so special. It's never been used out of the box, but I got it, and I'm attached to it. I really am attached to it. So a couple of weekends later, as life would have it, in the now, I'm on retreat, and I go into a vision, and I have asked the question, what do I need to be open to receive more? So in this vision, there's 2 angels bringing out this red velvet box. Open it up. Faith, hope, and love. Well, you know, as soon as I got home that afternoon, that thing went into a bag, okay? And she got it on Monday morning because it was like, it is not mine, you see. So when you get these kind of messages, sit with them. There's some exchange that's wanting to happen. And so look at that from a place of detachment and give it. You can't outgive the law. You can't outgive love. And if you aren't using it, lose it to the right experience with someone that will cherish it and make use of it, and it can become their own anchor point in their lives, you see. The other part about living in the now is that you become aware that you are right now an open channel of God's blessings, and that you have an open heart. And when we are in our spiritual maturity, we do not walk around with a heart that needs to protect itself. We do not walk around with a heart with a narrative that says, oh, well, you know, I mean, I would love, but I'm just going to get disappointed and I don't want to. You know what? You are going to get disappointed. You know what? When you love people, yes, you're going to get hurt. You know what? When you love people a lot, you're going to get surprised. They are going to surprise you with some unknown territory that you had no idea with your little controlling GPS that could happen to you, but it will happen to you. But the thing about your heart is you don't want to break it. And holding on to your heart breaks it. Breaks it. Holding on to your heart will break it. And we as a culture, we need to address this with extreme seriousness. Heart issues are greater than viruses. They are greater than cancer. Heart conditions in our culture are off the chart. And yes, I do believe that there is the inner heart and there is the pump heart, but I also believe there is a narrative that those are connected. Yes? And so it's the space of that you know it going in. Because when you are governed by law and you are created by life and you know that you are loved more than you could ever imagine, you don't want to hold on to that. And you're not coming from ego. Oh, I'm going to be reserved and you greet this day with, I'm here. Use me. Use me. Use me. Use me up. Use me. Let them hurt me. And God, I hope they talk about me. Use me. Use me up. Take it all. You can have it. Use me. Let yourself be used in the greatest dance of your life. Do not hurt yourself anymore. Bless you. Thank you.